Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another Total Extreme Wrestling stream for our WWE playthrough of 2010. Today, I don't think I'll get to bragging rights, but I would like to get as close as we possibly can. If not, let's try and do the pay-per-view. But hopefully we can get close. But it's going to be very, very fun indeed. Moving along to bragging rights, I'm really excited to do bragging rights. We haven't done a bragging rights in the series so far, and it should be a lot of fun, quite honestly. I'm looking forward to it. So, welcome to everyone who's come along to the stream here today. It's great to have your company again. So, let's get into it. Now, you'll notice on your screen in the bottom right-hand corner, I have put a lot of new storylines. So, I want to run you guys through these new storylines we're putting through and my thinking process behind them. So, let's have a look. So, bragging rights. We're going to do 5 matches for bragging rights. And we are going to determine which brand's the superior brand. Bragging rights won't include ECW. It just makes it really hard to do brand versus brand versus brand. Perhaps we'll do ECW at Survivor Series, incorporate them then. But ECW is still very new, I guess, in terms of being one of the heavyweight brands. It's still not quite there yet on the level of Raw and SmackDown. So we're not even going to pretend that it could compete. We're not even going to attempt it. So, Raw vs SmackDown. First match, future superstar match. We're going to have each brand select a future star and put them in this matchup. Now, this was a difficult one to do because we don't have a lot of good baby faces from either brands who are young and upcoming stars. So, we had to go with Tyson Kidd, which I really didn't want to. I don't really think he was a good pick, but he is definitely a good worker and he'll have a good match. So that's why we put him in that position. We know we'll get a good match out of him. Plus, we've now got Bret Hart to contract as well. So I think it's good to have Bret Hart in there as well to help with the promos and things like that, to help elevate there. And Drew McIntyre for SmackDown, which I think will suit, definitely, because Drew McIntyre, definitely an up-and-coming star, and gives something for Drew to do and utilize him a little bit better. Women's Champ versus Divas Champ, Katie Lee versus Beth Phoenix. Pretty simple there. We've added in Melina, Natalia, a few others are involved in there as well. I think we need to add Mickie James in as well. So put her in there. 6-man tag match. This was an interesting one as well. 6-man from... You'd probably, if you've watched my Universe mode, pretty similar style matches I'm going for here. But 6-man tag, I didn't want to do a 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 because that's more Survivor Series. And I want to do another tag match for Survivor Series this year for brand vs. brand. So we didn't want to give that away here at Bragging Rights. But 6-man tag, Christian, Kane, Rey Mysterio for SmackDown, John Cena and DX for Raw. Reason being for DX is because they are Raw superstars. They were Raw superstars before they became Unified Champions. I don't even think they've had a match on SmackDown yet. If they have, not many. And they're Raw guys, and we don't have the brand split on the tag champs, so they don't have a match. Gives them a match with John Cena. That's a big one. And Ray, Kane, and Christian, the others. SmackDown's a little weak on that side, and that's being because it was either go full-on heel or full-on babyface, and we don't have enough heels to do it. And if we did, it'd be more mid-card, maybe Legacy without Randy. So that's what we had to go for, Kane, Christian, and Ray. But what we might do is we might have Edge trying to convince Christian to, not go with that team and maybe bring back Edge and Christian and kind of incorporate Edge into that somehow. So we might do that there, add in Edge. We might work with that in. So he's still working that program right now with Christian. So, US vs. IC Champ, Morrison vs. Miz, that'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. That should be a good match. And obviously the big one, the World Champion versus the WWE Champion, CM Punk versus Randy Orton. The only issue, it is heel versus heel, which is not ideal, but I still think these guys will produce. And why not? Let's go for it. So Punk versus Orton. Stephanie, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes will be in there as well. I think put him in there to support Randy. And so Stephanie in Punk's corner, Teddy Long in Orton's corner, so the GMs get themselves involved there. Still got Dudley's a World Greatest Tag Team. Mr. Kennedy's got a storyline. So Mr. Kennedy, Ken Kennedy, returns to the WWE, and while there is a lot of hype about his comeback, the GM of ECW, Paul Heyman, is not exactly thrilled to have the loudmouth Kennedy back on his brand. Heyman is looking to test Kennedy to see if he's the real deal and whether he's deserving of a title shot in the future. So we're going to have a lot of ECW guys being thrown towards Kennedy in the next couple of months or month or whatever it is, and Heyman's going to try and test Kennedy. Eventually we'll find one guy where it might be R-Truth at this point, where Kennedy is tested completely there. We haven't got an ECW World Title feud. That's the one we need to sort out right now. And since ECW probably won't be at Bragging Rights, maybe we won't focus on that until after Bragging Rights, and that way we don't have to give away a World Title match for the ECW Championship just yet. We can have a few of the contenders get more spotlight, because Mark Henry's way ahead of the competition, so we might have a few of our contenders get more of the spotlight, and then at Money in the Bank, I think it is, maybe we'll do an ECW title then, match up there. Matt Hardy and MVP, so Matt Hardy's obviously broken now. We don't know much about his new persona, but MVP is unimpressed by Hardy and is out to prove that Matt Hardy is still the loser that he's always been. That's MVP's quote. Kennedy versus Bryan, yeah, that should be a good one. That will definitely be one of the testers, but that might be down the line, but certainly will be one. The Young Lion versus the Animal. A young Seth Rollins is looking to make his mark on Raw by calling out one of Raw's top superstars, Batista. Is he trying to fight someone out of his league, or can the youngster defeat the Animal? We've seen some of this feud over the last number of weeks, and more recently, Batista beating up Rollins in the parking lot at Capital Punishment, which was cool indeed. Kelly and Maurice, just a kind of something for the women to do. Reforming the team, Edge and Christian, are they going to reform? What's going on there? So a bit of dissension between the two right now. Still got the Orton and Undertaker storyline going, because this is going to hang on there. So after defeating the Undertaker for the World Heavyweight title at Capital Punishment, the Undertaker's future is unknown after a vicious punt kick from Orton post-match. Will the Dead Men be back anytime soon? So what we might have is we might have Kane trying to avenge the Undertaker over the next couple of months. And then when the Dead Man returns, probably around Money in the Bank time, ready for SummerSlam, then we'll go ahead and redo the rematch there. Plans to turn Punk face eventually. Yeah, of course, he'll do a face turn eventually, but not anytime soon. He's still got a few more guys to work with before we do the turn. And then obviously the last one, Jericho. Jericho been on a losing streak after having a successful tag team title reign. They failed to win the titles back from DX, and now their future is in doubt. Can they keep the team together, or will they need to move in another direction as single superstars? So, teasing the turn, teasing the split. Will it happen? We'll have to see. But Jericho and Big Show. So what they might do there is they might have a number of tag teams trying to step up, and Jericho and Big Show trying to get things right, beating these tag teams, trying to get the chemistry going, trying to get the wins coming. And they'll test to see whether or not they're still good enough as a team. And what we might even have is have another team down the line beat them, and then Jericho implode and go from there. Do a women's tag for bragging rights. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's not a bad call. We do already have the women's title match, so I might just focus on the one, because we'll have enough matches with this. And I want to have an odd number of bragging right matches so we can determine which brands are better by how many wins they get. Will ECW get a brand exclusive show like One Night Stand since they've been excluded? I was thinking about doing a TV special, but a pay-per-view is not a bad idea. You could stick one maybe a week or two after bragging rights. And we are going to do that, then we obviously need to have a big ECW title match there. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. I want Kofi and Mark Henry for SummerSlam, so we're holding out on that for now, which is the big one. But where do we go from here? What's the direction? You got Daniel Bryan, popularity is not quite good enough. Goldust, no. Matt Hardy's with MVP. Rhino, not quite the popularity there, unless you did it in the Tri-State. RVD won't be back yet. Truth, we just had that. Sabu, no. So you can see the dilemma. Tommy Dreamer might be the only guy. He recently had a match against Henry. It was pretty good, actually. It was 78. It's not too bad. But for a one-night stand or a pay-per-view, you want a bigger match. How long is left for Jeff Hardy's contract? It's going to be a long time. It's at least a year or two. A number of years. ECW TakeOver. It's not a bad idea. Del Rio is on Raw. Yeah, he's on Raw, yeah. When Undertaker returns, you can do a Monster Unleashed angle legacy. It's under the confrontation angle section, I think. Yeah, definitely you could have Undertaker come out and just beat the crap out of everyone. Heyman put Kennedy against Henry. Both are heels. So, both are heels. Heel versus heel wouldn't quite work. I mean, we might have no choice, but we want to keep Kennedy out of the title hunt for a little bit. Kennedy's a front runner to win Money in the Bank, so we'll have to decide. There's really no one else. I mean, Shelton Benjamin. Actually, wow, look at Shelton Benjamin. 73 popularity now. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so being in the tag team division has helped him more than when he was in the singles. And he's at 10 wins, 4 losses, so he's doing pretty well. He's beaten Bubba Ray, he's beaten the Dudleys again, he's beaten Gold Justice. Okay, he's had some wins. He's done pretty well for himself. He's in a pretty good position, doing very well. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. No heels really up there, so it's tough. Shelton and Mark Henry could be good, yeah. Last man stand match for the ECW title. Who's the opponent though? That's the thing. We might worry about that when we get to ECW, but we might get ready for Raw now. So bragging rights, it's exciting. It's brand versus brand, so we might have some brand interaction over the next number of months as well. Like next month, I should say. We might have even like the GM's job on the line. Like the pressure is on the GMs to perform. So this is why they're so worried about bragging rights. Because obviously we did obviously want to bring in maybe a new GM. We thought about maybe The Rock and Austin both being GMs, which is a little bit unrealistic, but we kind of thought about it. If not, you got Bret Hart as potential replacement for Stephanie, or Shane McMahon and Stephanie have to be the two GMs. So potentially you could have Teddy Long lose his job as the GM and Shane McMahon take over. You could do that, and Teddy might be, you know, like the assistant to Shane McMahon instead. Number 1 contenders for the ECW title for that special. Okay, you could do that, yeah. Bring in someone from Mark DeFace. Like who? Who are you going to bring in? Let's have a look. Here's your options. Now, I'll show you guys this list, and you'll probably say, oh, bring in this guy. Like Goldberg. Oh, bring in Goldberg for him to have a match. Yeah, you could, but let's be honest. You know, let's be real. There's not much out there at the moment. You know, it's older guys, yeah. Unless you want to bring in a guy for just a random match, you know, like Ultimate Warrior, for example. Like, come on. It's not going to happen. So, you make Bischoff GM? You could, but let's have a look at Bischoff. His skills are still pretty good. 82 mic, 86 charisma, 80 acting. So he's still got very good entertainment skills. Absolutely. So last episode we saw Lesnar announce that he's going to be having another MMA fight. So that really halted our plans there as well. We were going to bring back Lesnar for the big SummerSlam match. It's not going to happen now. So 2 months we've got until Lesnar leaves us. So it's very frustrating that we can't use Lesnar. I mean, we could bring him back. We've got May. We've got basically all of June and July, which is bragging rights and Money in the Bank. So it's not going to get us to SummerSlam. If he had 3 or 4 months, fantastic. We can do the SummerSlam match, and then he can go away for a lot of months. But you just wouldn't bring him back to have a match at Money in the Bank, would you? You'd want it to be one of your bigger ones. So it's disappointing. RBD comes back in 2 months' time. Alright, let's book our first show of today's episode. Locker room incidents. What's going on now? Oh, Michael Hayes had a fight with Jerry Lawler. You know what? I'm going to suspend him. Because we need to start taking some action. And we don't really need Michael Hayes. So he can kind of be our scapegoat because we don't really need him at all. So we're going to suspend him. 28 days. See you later. Improve your behavior. Oh, God, Melina, you don't want to beat up Stephanie. Oh, normally it'd be this one. Fire. We'll find her. It's different for talent. And Nikki Bella was an hour late to pick up her travel partner. That's pretty shitty of you, Nikki. Come on. You're an hour late to pick up Brie Bella? Honestly? What the hell was that? Alrighty. Where are we at right now? Tri-state region? Okay. Considering he's your highest paid guy, he's only going to do 2 months worth of shows at a time. You think it might be worth doing? Lesnar as Raw surprise team member because Batista attacked someone. Edit that UFC match. I don't know how you edit it. Can you edit that? I was having a quick look earlier. I don't know if you can. I think once it happens, it happens. You're in. You can let me know if it can change, but I don't think it can. Alright, so let's do confrontation. Let's have... So it's officially bragging rights, so we might have... Let's turn brands off. And for a special appearance, we're going to have the SmackDown GM and Randy Orton in the house. So we're going to have a confrontation. Contract signing. Brand versus brand. Contract signing. The champion of a brand and their respective GM will sign a contract for their upcoming brand versus brand match. So let's just type in Raw. Raw champion. Raw GM. SmackDown champion. SmackDown GM. So Overness Entertainment. And have them all appear so that can open up the show. Alright. Let's just do that. Short and sweet. We know what it is, but I can't be bothered typing it out. You can edit Brock off the extras. You can edit his other genres set to none. Cancelling said fight. Okay. Okay. That could work, yeah. Alright, CM Punk, Stephanie, Randy, and Teddy Long. Theodore Long. How do we get this? Where is it? There we go. So, we do that. I feel like Randy needs to kind of get jumped, though, from... So we might do that. We might have a big brawl. Like an 8-man brawl. So Randy's out there signing the contract, but some of the Raw superstars take it upon themselves to kick things up a notch. So we might have some Raw guys and then SmackDown. Because we might not have any more brand versus brand interactions. This might just be the one. and that can set off each feud. We can start it all off here. And then... So you could say the SmackDown guys are in the house tonight. And maybe we'll have the Raw guys appear on SmackDown in a couple weeks' time before bragging rights. We could just have it be a brawl. It's an 8-man brawl. Forget about the rest of it. 8-man brawl. Because there's no real way. I mean, the only thing you could really do is have it like these guys get a success and the other guys get a failure to determine who's on what team. But it's kind of a brawl, and in a brawl, there's no one really gets an upper hand. It's a bit of both. Yeah, make it like that. So we know what it is. So CM Punk, John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Randy, Ray, Kane, Christian. So there you go. That's a pretty big way to start things off. So Tyson Kidd, to determine him being the young gun, might take on... Oh, it's going to be confusing with all the brand versus brand stuff. Can we turn that off now? Might be able to, yeah. Alright, so Tyson Kidd can take on Luke Gallows. No, not Tyson Kidd needs a win. Maybe Chris Masters. That was the other guy I was considering, was Chris Masters. Give Tyson Kidd the victory. And we might have Batista. Taunt. Batista can taunt Seth Rollins. Laughs off Seth Rollins, not really treating him as any kind of threat. Brock can't compete at SummerSlam, then debut at Survivor Series. Brock won't be able to compete for another 9 months. So we won't have Brock until WrestleMania. If we're lucky. Which is terrible. Really, really bad, isn't it? Alright, so we might have Victoria make her return. Victoria will bring her back, her first match back. She can beat up Jillian. So Victoria's 39, so she's quite old, isn't she? So, I don't know if she'll ever get the championship, but she can have a nice little run anyways. Paul Burchill to have a mental breakdown and turn him into a private. Brock Lesnar's contract expires in 7 years, so we've got him for a long time. So the Miz can cut a promo on John Morrison, because now that match, as we know, is confirmed. We might do a big main event. CM Punk. Could we do we could do a brand versus brand match? Could we have the champion Punk take on a SmackDown guy? Or should we not do that? CM Punk. CM Punk versus someone. I think CM Punk versus Ray could be a good one if we wanted to. What do you guys think? A brand versus brand match, or save that for bragging rights? Yeah, I will have a look if we can fix the Lesnar situation, because it is kind of shit. Spike thinks we should save it for the pay-per-view. A lot of other people, though, think, yeah, do it. Alright, CM Punk versus Ray. I think that'll be a good one. Have we done this match? No. Of course we haven't. CM Punk can win by distraction, where Triple H distracts Ray, and Punk gets the quick pinfall. And what can we do to finish it off? Another brawl, you know, more brawling. Can we like chase someone off, you know? Chase off someone. Chase and recover object. Chase off challenge. Add interference by SmackDown locker room. Attack Punk. Yeah, let's have interference. Interference. Randy distracts Punk. Or Randy attacks Punk. We might just have that, leave it at that. Just shenanigans. We know what happens. Just absolute shenanigans. We might just have Beth Phoenix and Natalya call out Katie Lee and Mickey James. Not Katie Lee and Angelina Love. Call out those girls. Lovely. Alright. So 100 for the opener. Teddy Long performed poorly. Okay. That's not good. Might be time to let Teddy go. Oh, that's right. We're going to turn Stephanie face. Oh, no. She is a face. We want to turn a heel. Ooh. Should we turn a heel? Since CM Punk's a heel, it would kind of work. Fix Matt Hardy photo. Yeah, I will. This is the first Raw. We haven't missed anything. You're seeing it all now. He performed poorly because he couldn't make it a tag match. Yeah, you're not wrong. I might turn Stephanie heel, so we might have her be an absolute bitch in this segment, and just do the turn. It's been long enough. Oh, below average. Okay. So the gimmick rating wasn't good, but the turn was successful. Then the brawl, 8-man brawl, 100 rated. Randy came across well. Triple H came across well. CM Punk was good. That's good. Okay. So we advanced 3 storylines there as well, which is what you want. Christian, 10 segments now, so he's getting close to doing the turn. What we might do is we might have Christian cost Team SmackDown at bragging rights, cost the match there, and do something like that. Tyson Kidd, Chris Masters, they have pretty good chemistry. Okay. Bret debuted his Hitman gimmick, so Bret Hart's going to manage Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd 69, Chris Masters 54, below average for Bret Hart though. 69 by Kidd though, that's pretty solid. You'll take that. Promo by Divas of Doom 71. Batista, his promo where he's just laughing off Seth Rollins at 94. Victoria, she's officially back. 61 by Victoria. Okay, that's about what her popularity is. So that's good. That's good to know. 62 overall for the matchup. Badass gimmick, just average rated. Yeah, average rated. Yeah, I said that right. The Miz 87 promo. Oh wow, here we go. There's a match, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think this was when I clicked next, I didn't think this was the time for this match, but here it is. I knew this was going to be good. I knew this match was going to be good. I just had a feeling these guys would perform well. They have great chemistry, so I just had a feeling this would be a classic, and it was. That's a damn good match. It's a shame they're on different brands, because that would be a stellar feud down the line. But we'll have it sometime. But it's good to be able to do the match now, and maybe revisit it later on. So Punk wins 100, Ray 95. Yeah, we do need to do more of Ray. 93 overall show. That's pretty rough considering, I guess our other match was only, the next best match was what, 71? So we had another good match. This would have been a really good episode overall. There you go. Okay, I'll take that anyways. That's not too bad. Can we see the titles and prestiges for them? Okay, let's show that now. ECW, Homicide's the champ for the hardcore title, 52 prestige. It started at 23, so it's done pretty well. Well, at the worst it was 17, so it has improved. ECW, Mark Henry's the champ, 82 prestige. We could probably retire this title and bring it back Royal Rumble season now. World Heavyweight title, 97 prestige. Randy Orton's the champ. So we've had a couple changes actually. Undertaker was the champ, then Batista, then Taker won it back. Now Randy's the champ. A few title changes there. World Tag titles, 82. DX champions. Divas title, Beth Phoenix, she's champ, 71. WWE title actually has less prestige than the World Heavyweight title. Okay. Punk's the champ, 92 there. Cena had the title originally. IC title's just 71. Morrison is the champion and has been since the get-go. Tag titles, WWE tag titles, 82 DX champs. US title 71 as well, with The Miz being champion. He won the title in June, so Miz has nearly been champion. Actually, never mind, that was Kofi, sorry. He won in October, so he's been champion for a while anyways. And Katie Lee, 71 for the women's title. We've had Michelle McCool, then Mickie James, then Katie Lee. Okay, not bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another Total Extreme Wrestling stream for our WWE playthrough of 2010. Today, I don't think I'll get to bragging rights, but I would like to get as close as we possibly can. If not, let's try and do the pay-per-view. But hopefully we can get close. But it's going to be very, very fun indeed. Moving along to bragging rights, I'm really excited to do bragging rights. We haven't done a bragging rights in the series so far, and it should be a lot of fun, quite honestly. I'm looking forward to it. So, welcome to everyone who's come along to the stream here today. It's great to have your company again. So, let's get into it. Now, you'll notice on your screen in the bottom right-hand corner, I have put a lot of new storylines. So, I want to run you guys through these new storylines we're putting through and my thinking process behind them. So, let's have a look. So, bragging rights. We're going to do 5 matches for bragging rights. And we are going to determine which brand's the superior brand. Bragging rights won't include ECW. It just makes it really hard to do brand versus brand versus brand. Perhaps we'll do ECW at Survivor Series, incorporate them then. But ECW is still very new, I guess, in terms of being one of the heavyweight brands. It's still not quite there yet on the level of Raw and SmackDown. So we're not even going to pretend that it could compete. We're not even going to attempt it. So, Raw vs. SmackDown. First match, future superstar match. We're going to have each brand select a future star and put them in this matchup. Now, this was a difficult one to do because we don't have a lot of good babyfaces from either brands who are young and upcoming stars. So, we had to go with Tyson Kidd, which I really didn't want to. I don't really think he was a good pick, but he is definitely a good worker and he'll have a good match. So that's why we put him in that position. We know we'll get a good match out of him. Plus, we've now got Bret Hart to contract as well. So I think it's good to have Bret Hart in there as well to help with the promos and things like that, to help elevate there. And Drew McIntyre for SmackDown, which I think will suit, definitely, because Drew McIntyre, definitely an upcoming star, and gives something for Drew to do and utilize him a little bit better. Women's champ versus Divas champ, Katie Lee versus Beth Phoenix. Pretty simple there. We've added in Melina, Natalia, a few others are involved in there as well. I think we need to add Mickie James in as well. So put her in there. 6-man tag match. This was an interesting one as well. 6-man from... You'd probably, if you've watched my Universe mode, pretty similar style matches I'm going for here. But 6-man tag, I didn't want to do a 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 because that's more Survivor Series, and I want to do another tag match for Survivor Series this year for brand vs brand. So we didn't want to give that away here at Bragging Rights. But 6-man tag: Christian, Kane, Rey Mysterio for SmackDown, John Cena and DX for Raw. Reason being for DX is because they are Raw superstars. They were Raw superstars before they became Unified Champions. I don't even think they've had a match on SmackDown yet. If they have, not many. And they're Raw guys, and we don't have the brand split on the tag champs, so they don't have a match. Gives them a match with John Cena. That's a big one. And Ray, Kane, and Christian, the others. SmackDown's a little weak on that side, and that's being because it was either go full on heel. Do that though, you know, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. You have to deal with it. What else we got? Anyone that we majorly used? Oh, we could check out Ray. He might have bumped a little bit up from that. Rey Mysterio up to 86, 88-ish. Okay, it's pretty good. Randy Orton had a big segment. 96, I think that's where he was already. Tyson Kidd, 64. Victoria, 61. CM Punk's probably the most over guy in the company right now, with 98, 99, 100, which is fantastic. This is what you want. That's what you want from your champion. Anyone else notable? I guess you had Kane and whatever in that segment. Christian. Stephanie had a turn. Did that help her popularity? God, she's got some popularity. 84. Jesus. Wow. No. Oh, it has gradually increased, hasn't it? 83 and now up to 84-ish. That's pretty good, isn't it? I don't think she has a contract where she can wrestle. Actually, no. She could have a match if you wanted her to. With that popularity, it'd be pretty damn handy for her to do a match and have her lose to someone. When will we get more of the TNA save? Probably tomorrow. Soon. I'll be making more tomorrow. Respect on Luke Gallows' name. Change Randy's picture. Alright, let's see if he's got a world title photo. There you go. Happy now. Undertaker needs a change too, I believe. Yep. The Undertaker. Oh, I didn't want to change it to that one, but we'll fix it. Let's have a look. There's some creepy photos of the Undertaker, a bit old though, some of those ones. There we go, that's the one. Deadman's 45. He's still so good though, that's the thing. Don't like this popularity being so low, but it is what it is. Got a big contract, hasn't he? 10-year deal. Change Matt Hardy's photo? Oh yeah, okay. I thought I did change it earlier, I was trying to. I don't think it's saved. Oh, that's right. I did want to change it. Broken Matt Hardy is what I want to call him. And the photo's down here. Broken Matt. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. It didn't. I actually did it earlier, but it didn't save. I don't know why, but it didn't save. This is TW 2016, and welcome to the channel, Blasted Rage. Alrighty, here we go. ECW time. So we might have Matt Hardy have a match, actually. It's been a while since he's had one. Oh my god, look at the backstage rating. 43. What the fuck is happening? Bubba Ray and Devon had a fight with Paul Heyman. What the hell is happening here? Some negative influences, isn't there? Well, Hulk Hogan's a negative influence. Let's put him back on Raw. Let's get him away from ECW. What the heck, man? 38%. Well, Hogan was an influence. Maybe Hogan was helping. Oh my god. Okay. How do we fix this mess? Hardline stance. But I don't really want to fire anyone, that's the thing. A rib, yeah. Your rib has gone down well in the locker room. Bueller's been upset. Tommy Dreamer upset. Oh well. We'll take that risk. Fire everyone. Get Triple H off ECW. Yeah, you're not wrong, huh? You're not wrong. Slightly improved it. It's just Kofi's got a lot of issues with people because Randy Orton spread some rumors about him. So Randy hates Kofi. How are you going to do a cash in without the chance of severely losing popularity? There's an option in the game where you can do it. Okay, so we need to figure out what we're going to do with ECW. So we might have this Kennedy and Heyman thing start. Mr. Kennedy, Paul Heyman. Basically, Kennedy's out there. Paul Heyman believes that Kennedy's not good enough to be in the title hunt just yet. He needs to prove himself first. Michelle McCool won't be back for about 9 months, or for a long time. What's the next show? Is the next pay-per-view's Bragging Rights, but we're currently doing ECW. Okay, so let's have Broken Matt have a matchup, and he can beat Primo in his first one back. And he can challenge MVP to a match because MVP's been talking trash for weeks. Got that the wrong way around, haven't I? Oops. Too worried about MVP's name, not Matt Hardy's name. No script for Matt Hardy. Okay, we'll see if you can do it. Might just spice things up here and let's do a fatal four-way with some of our ECW guys. Tajiri, Justin Gabriel, Masato Tanaka. So some of the lower end guys, but bit of a crazy match. We'll give the win to Gabriel. Alright, so interview. We haven't got a lot of ECW storylines going on, have we? We kind of need another one, don't we? We need the world title feud happening. Just don't know what to do with it. I guess a #1 contenders feud. Put R-Truth in it. We just got no one available. Ugh. Tough. We'll have the Dudleys. Cut a promo. Let's do... We're going to do a little bit of a cheat one here. We're going to do Hornswoggle. Put him in a match. And we're going to put someone over here. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if Mr. Kennedy's first match back, his first test was Hornswoggle? I'm going to do that. That'd be funny. So Mr. Kennedy's first match back, his first big test. You can say in the promo that, you know, Kennedy gets to pick his opponent for tonight. He can pick anyone. And then he picks Hornswoggle. That'd be funny. And have Kennedy just absolutely bury the shit out of him. So Heyman says, alright, you're here. I'm going to let you pick anyone that you want. Anyone you want. And he picks Hornswoggle. And then we're going to we'll have Paul Heyman cut a promo on him afterwards. Not hypes. It won't be hypes a match, but it'll be, you know what it is. Oh, we still have a lot of time to fill, won't we? Give Rhino a match. Keep building him up. Rhino versus Steve Corino. Just a quick little win for Rhino. I think he's beaten Steve Corino a couple of times already, hasn't he? Okay, just the once. Make it be competitive, I suppose. Might just hype up Kofi. Just keep him relevant. Hype video. Give Kofi a match, maybe. Kofi versus MVP in the main event. Kofi wins thanks to a Matt Hardy distraction. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's move on. Kofi vs. Sabu? No. Okay. So Heyman and Kennedy, 84. Not bad. That's pretty good. Matt Hardy and Primo, 72. Matt Hardy, 73. That's pretty good for Matt, actually. That's about his popularity. So he's performing at his popularity level, which is what you can. It's what you can only really ask for. Matt Hardy was superb without a script. Okay, that's good. That's better from Matt Hardy. Maybe a new gimmick. It's kind of helping him. Tajiri balls behind him. Justin Gabriel, Masato Tanaka, 58 for the Fatal 4-Way. Who was the best in this match? Tanaka. Pulse behind him was terrible. Okay. Devon, the Dudleys promo. That was not a great promo, to be honest, from the Dudleys. They could do better than that. Maybe because it was targeting World's Greatest Tag Team's popularity, which is not ideal. Hornswoggle and Kennedy, 58. Kennedy, 71. Oh. Seemed off his game, so he can do better than that. He can do better than that. Fingers crossed. Heyman promo, 74. Rhino and Corino, 62. They had pretty good chemistry. Rhino, 60. And main event, 77. Kofi, 78. MVP, 74. Kofi, 78, though. Could have been better. Kofi, that's the issue. He just doesn't get the job done when it comes to singles matches. He's good at tag matches, but just doesn't deliver. That's why I'm hesitant to give him the belt. I'm worried. Finlay should save Hornswoggle of a post-match attack. That's not a bad idea. Finlay and Kennedy could do that. Jack Doan's contract. He is a referee with 72 refereeing. It's pretty shit, isn't it? 72. We could probably do better than that. Paul London. We might keep Paul London. London and Kendrick. Keep him around for a little bit longer. So we'll give him another 9 months. ECW 20.84.
Tanaka doesn't connect with the fans. Primo's pretty good in the ring. Okay. You could start Kofi and Mark. Yeah, we'll probably start it around bragging rights time, so we'll give it a couple months build, but not right now. We'll just have a few people get some build beforehand. Put a bit more focus on other people as well. So can he go up at all? Yeah, 72-73, so that's a bit of a bump up. What's Hornswoggle? 66-65. What was he originally? Okay, he went down 2 points. Kennedy went up probably by 1 point. We'll take that. Happy days. Well, did he go up by more than that? Let's have a look. Mr. Kennedy. He was 72-71. He's now 73-72. So, okay, went up by a point. Will anyone get sent down to NXT? I don't think anyone deserves that yet. Probably Vance Archer or someone like that. But I'd probably just release him rather than send him back down. Anyone else we kind of focus on? We had Rhino. He's getting some wins. 51. He's going quite well though. Let's advance another day. Nothing to really report there, so we'll advance another day. Replace FCW for NXT? Not yet. So we're keeping Swagger. That's good news. So TNA tried to take Swagger from us, but we didn't have to really try too hard to keep him. So Swagger for another 5 years, I think that was. Mystico's out, so the Sin Cara, the real Sin Cara, is out. He's actually got pretty good stats, surprisingly, Sin Cara. Sweet Papi Sanchez for the main roster, you think? Sweet Papi Sanchez? God help us if he ever makes the main roster. I would love it if Sweet Papi Sanchez gets called up and he comes in and he just sets the world on fire, just has all these great matches, and we have no choice to make him a main eventer. That'd be great, but it's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. What's Devon's issue? Oh, he's upset about the incident. Push low key, we are. Why don't you make a Raw vs SmackDown vs ECW? Because I just explained it. Raw and SmackDown are on another level. ECW just isn't quite there yet. I'm hoping this time next year, ECW is on the level of Raw and SmackDown. That'd be fantastic if we can get it there. But it's just not there yet. It might get there, but not yet. So once it does, because we have Raw vs SmackDown vs ECW, there's really no areas where ECW would ever win. Let's be honest. Maybe the Young Gun match, maybe we'd give it to Daniel Bryan or someone, but let's be honest, we probably wouldn't. So we got SmackDown. Just checking anything else. I think we're all pretty much good. Let's go again. Who could be called up from FCW next? FCW next. I think Wade Barrett's probably the next guy in line. Wade Barrett. Maybe Ryback. Probably not Ryback. I'd say Barrett. God, we have some issues with our locker room. Alright, who hates each other? Kendrick and McMahon, JBL, BrendenPlayz. Mr. McMahon hates Shane McMahon despite being related. That's ridiculous. Try and fix that one. No effect. God. You should have had Masters as the Raw feature star. Well, then you have heel versus heel, then the match sucks. Think about it. It's got to be face versus heel. The plan would have been, if Masters was a face, I would have done that. But It just wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work. So SmackDown, we might have Kane confront Randy about the punt kick injury. Barrett on ECW? No, I couldn't see Barrett on ECW working. Wouldn't be a fit, I don't think. John Morrison can cut a promo on The Miz, returning one from the Miz from Raw. You might have John Morrison in a match. Put him against... let's give him a match against Chavo. Bit of a tune-up match for John Morrison. We might have backstage interaction. Might right an angle. Backstage. Authority. And champion. And Authority is discussing an upcoming match with the brand's champion. So what I'm thinking here is Teddy Long's discussing the match with Randy Orton and talking about how bad he needs Randy to win because his job's on the line. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And he's just trying to give him a bit of a pep talk him up a little bit there, and just kind of say, hey, I need you to win this one for me. Alright. So we might do that one. So Theodore Long and Randy Orton. Without a script, alright. So Randy will be in a couple segments today. Might give Katie Lee a bit of a match-up as well to keep her looking solid. We still have that Maurice one going? Yeah. What we could do... No, what have we got going on there? 10-man battle royal, no thank you. We want this. So we go Maurice and Katie Lee versus Kelly. And we won't go... I was going to go Mickey, but we won't. We'll go... Who else can we do, really? Oh, not many options. We might have to go Maria. Katie Lee wins. We might have Mickie James post-match attack Katie Lee. Send a bit of a message to her. Have Kane cost Randy against Punk. Could happen. It might definitely happen. Let's have Christian have a match. Actually, no. Yeah, Christian can have a match, and he can have one against Vance Archer. And give Christian the comfortable victory. And what we might do is have Edge confrontation. So we might have Edge have a confrontation with Christian. So basically, after shoving Edge down and things like that, you know, and the recent Edge talk trash about Christian as well, so just kind of go with that. Basically a face-to-face. They get in each other's face and talk some trash. Keep teasing that these two guys are going to fight. And now main event. Make SmackDown invade Raw. They kind of already did, sort of. Main event. We can main event. Do something here with Jericho and Big Show. Ray. Tough. Do something with Kane, maybe? Kane. Can Kane and Cody Rhodes main event? Ooh, I don't know. I'd say it'd be a 78 rated match. It might work if we make it a brawl based. Alright, we'll take a risk. I don't think it's going to be excellent. But if we can hit 80, it'll be okay. But that way we don't have to give away a strong matchup. Where do we want to go? We want to go up here. Car crash. It's a bit of a all-out type of fight. Put Randy on commentary to watch on. Alrighty. 100 for Randy and Kane to open up. That's very good. 87 for John Morrison. Morrison and Chavo 83. Morrison 89. Wow. Wow, that's very good, isn't it? Morrison, I tell you what, Morrison, world champion caliber. I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Teddy and Randy 100. Wow. Okay. 66 for Maurice, Kaylee, Kelly and Maria. Maurice and Katie don't work well as a team. Alright, there you go. Katie and Mickey James, 79, where Mickey James beats her up. Christian and Vance Archer, 67. We didn't expect much. Christian, 82. 45 for Vance. Christian, 11 segments for his turn, getting there. Then the face-to-face between Edge and Christian, 99. Excellent. So we had some good angles this show. Oh! Well, I said 78. Got 86. Cody was the man. 82. Well, everyone in the chat, give some love to Cody Rhodes. Give him some praise, because that's a pretty good performance from young Cody. There you go. Very, very good, Cody. Well done, sir. Kane 73. 90 overall. I did not expect that. I was hoping for an 80 overall. To get 90, that's freaking good. Well done, Cody. Clap, clap to you, sir. Yes, very well done. 30 rating for SmackDown. Oh, shit. Is that our best? Yeah, that's our highest ever rating. Cody and Kane delivering the goods. God, that's good. Well done. Now, it's not exactly like our popularity's increased. Actually gone down. So to get that rating is crazy. Whew. Very, very good. Is Dusty in the database? Yes, Dusty is right here working in developmental for us. Do you think I could push Cody for the IC title? Well, if we're going to have Morrison win Money in the Bank, which is a good chance, he's the favourite right now, then you would definitely say Cody might be the man to take the belt off of him. We kind of did the feud. We had the one match with the two, but we could obviously revisit it again. So Vader was put in the New Japan Hall of Fame. That's interesting. Jim Neidhart's retiring. Well, about 15 years too late, but okay. New Jack's retiring. Thank goodness. Christian, here we go. Christian may have alienated himself from the WWE locker room after boldly declaring that he's carrying the company single-handedly. There wasn't anyone on his level. Are you gotta be joking, Christian? Gotta be. What's your best match? 93 with Randy. Okay. He's only had one match in the 90s. Gotta be kidding. I mean, you did good in ECW. Not taking that away from you. But you're averaging 79. 79 across your 17 matches. Don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Christian. I'm gonna have to say it's a no from me. That's not true. I think it may be one of these guys carrying this man, or this man with this smug look on his face, or possibly this man. One of those three. Take your pick. Who do you think's carrying the company? Do you think, is it Punk, Cena, Taker, Randy? Is it someone else? Who do you think is carrying the company right now? Put in the chat. I want to see what you guys are thinking. I personally believe, well, I'll find out for you. Taker is averaging 88. Oh, is that true? No, hang on. Yes, averaging 88 from his 15 matches. John Cena, I think he's averaging higher than that. Cena is averaging 91. Very good. CM Punk averaging 90. Whew, it's close. Let's have a look. The chat thinks Punk. Lots of Punks. Obviously Taker. Seriously Punk. Big Match John. Alright, Shawn, Triple H, have a look at them. Shawn and Triple H mainly being tag teams, so could be a little lower. Ooh, 88. That's not bad. Shawn's had 20 matches, so he's had to carry a little bit more. Triple H, 88 as well. He's had 18 matches. There you go. A lot of people think Sweet Puppy Sanchez. Yeah, I don't think that. Don't think so, but so I guess John Cena had the highest, didn't he? So you'd have to say John Cena is carrying the WWE. Jericho? I don't think so for Jericho, but we'll have a quick look. 83 for Jericho. Ooh. And that's partly because he's worked with, you know, a lot of shitty tag teams to begin with. It's only been recently where he's had big main event matches with DX. 91 pop though, that's been excellent. His popularity started at 85. To get that to 91 is very good. And to be honest, he's only been mainly 50-50 booking. He's lost a lot of his recent matches, so that's very good from Jericho. Big Show with his 100 match rating. Well, yeah, Big Show. Been going alright, hasn't he? Where is he? The Big Show? Let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. Big Show's 84, so Big Show's doing better than Jericho. Can you believe that? And you're right, he did have a 100 match rating, didn't he? Our best ever match. We've had 100 match rating. That was Shawn Michaels and the Big Show by DQ. I still don't know how it happened, but it happened by DQ. We've had 199 rated match as well to follow that up. So there you go. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Oh, check Orton out. I didn't check Randy. Okay. Randy's done very well as well. He's averaging 85. So he had a bit of had a few with RVD who was kind of a bit lower end. So that might have been where it cost him. And teaming up with Legacy as well. But even some of these big matches, Christian and Kane, 86, Christian Sorry, Randy and Kane, rather. Randy and Christian, 87. It's only been his matches with The Undertaker that's been epic. So there you go. So Christian, I gotta say, you are not carrying the WWE, but nice try. Confidence is good. But let's get back to reality, shall we? Aries has finished his tour. He's still working in Ring of Honor. He's still available to get if we wanted to. So DG have made an offer to London. Oh, he's leaving. Oh. So Paul London he's decided to sign a deal with Dragon Gate to go on a tour there. Wow. So Ring of Honor is gone. It's not Ring of Honor. Paul London is gone. I was thinking about Ring of Honor and Austin Aries. Paul London is gone. Alright, there you go. So London and Kendrick's gone. So that means we're going to lose a team. Ooh. That's a bit shitty, isn't it? That's going to hurt us. We don't have a lot of teams as it is. On that screen now it looks like we do, but in reality a lot of these teams are new or alliances or whatever. Some women teams as well. So yeah, that's not ideal. No more Lundrick. Yes, Paul London hasn't exactly set the world on fire since coming in, but can't be that upset surely. Yeah, extremely happy yet decided to leave. And we gave him a good offer. Like, we offered him $6,000. He's gone. He's done. Okay. Maybe not long enough. I don't know. Have Kendrick open challenges so he can be off TV. Kendrick and Ezekiel again. Different brands, but yeah, I get what you mean. I think... where is Ezekiel? I have no idea what he's doing. Yeah, he's on Raw. He has 60 pop? How did he manage to do that? He has somehow not lost popularity. Yet he has never won a match! He's not won a freaking match! Oh my god. Shows you how much I like Ezekiel Jackson. Not at all. I don't want a freaking match yet. Don't forget about Sheamus. Well, Sheamus is pretty forgettable, but I will try not to forget about the Celtic Warrior. To have London to take London off TV, have a big guy squash him. Yeah, we might do that. God, our back locker room is terrible, isn't it? Man. What can we try to improve here? Layla and Gal Kim. Alright, we fixed that. There's one relationship we fixed. Thank goodness. Yeah, Ezekiel is this saved Sonjay's Dutt. Yeah, you're not wrong. Ezekiel. Should we give him more victory? I don't know. Edit backstage rules. Can we edit that now or no? Backstage. Yep. Well, you can see the backstage rating is 100 there overall, but just on the different brands. So everything, look, we're giving everyone what they want. Catering, a masseuse, chiropractor, transport, hotels. We're giving them everything they want. Just not good enough. Alright, so let's have Raw. Can we have... What can we do to start things off? Just trying to think. If wanted Sheamus to move back, Roy should have had loser leaves the brand match with Ted. Yeah, but Sheamus only had one match to begin with, so if he had been established on TV more, then sure, but he really only had one match against Zack Ryder, so you could just forget about it. Just move him back. Just say, look, hey, the brand's... We had a trade, so you can just say, hey, we had a trade, Sheamus is going back. So it doesn't really matter. Just trying to think what I can do to kick this show off, I guess. Maybe we'll have the three guys that are in the representing Team Raw to kick things off. So, John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, with... Who can host this thing? Jericho could host it. Some bad blood there already. Jericho. The King. Who had the Hulkster? Hulk Hogan come in and do it. Steve Austin. You could have a segment where, like, oh, what it means to represent your brand, what it means to represent Raw. Well, who's a Raw legend then? Have we got anyone on the payroll who's a Raw legend? Batista, no. Who would you say is a Raw legend? Steve Austin's probably the one, isn't he? Steve Austin can... Would you bring him back for that? Mr. McMahon, you could have him do that. Talks about brand, you gotta win it for your brand, you know. Bret Hart, yeah, Bret Hart. Been on Raw a lot. He's already there. But we got Bret Hart involved with Tyson Kidd already, so you could have Bret Hart do something else. Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is in the segment. See? Turn Rollins heel, making Mr. McMahon's kiss up. No, Rollins is getting over as a babyface. Let's not ruin that. He's the underdog babyface right now. Have Austin do Raw and The Rock do SmackDown. Yeah, alright. Alright, so Steve Austin can do it. That's pretty awesome though. Austin, Triple H, Michael Cena. That'd be pretty cool. Let's make that 20 minutes. So Austin is in the ring discussing with the three men who's going to represent Raw how important it is to represent your brand. Because Austin was a GM of Raw at one point. Obviously being on Raw heaps, blah blah blah. It makes sense. Let's have a look. Nikki Bella, put her in a match. Let's give her one. Let's give her a match against... Let's give her one against Alicia Fox and have Nikki get a win. So, Rollins got beat up at the pay-per-view. It's been over a week now. Getting beat up in the parking lot, would you say 1 week's long enough for him to be out for, or would you make it 2? What do you guys think? 1 or 2? Because if not, we could bring him back and he could call out Batista and challenge him here, and the two could fight it out and go at it, or have Seth Rollins demand a match against Okay, what you could do is you could have Seth Rollins demand a match against Batista tonight, but the GM says no because he's not cleared to compete. Refuses. Refuses match. The GM denies a superstar a match because they are not medically cleared to compete. GM. Yeah. Denies the match. Against Batista. So Steph, Seth, Batista. You're not cleared to compete this week. Go home, maybe next week. And then maybe you can have Batista beat him up even more. Rollins is trying to leave the building later on in the show, and he gets beaten up again by Batista. That might work. Eve Torres, give her a match. Give her a win over Jillian. Jillian's our jobber. I want to get Eve over. I like Eve. 52 pop. Have we done anything to improve it? No. Has she won any matches? She's only lost once, actually. Okay. Hard to get our women over, though. It's hard. Let's have Beth cut a promo on Katie Lee. So they'll go backstage, beat down again. Attack. We got any attacks? Work gets no. What about locker room? Locker room attack. Locker room. Or we can end it this one. Alright, so we'll change it to that. Yep. So Batista finds Seth Rollins and beats him up again, even more. So Rollins is already hobbling into work, trying to get a match. He's not cleared. He wants to fight Batista. And then we wait a little bit, have another couple of matches. Rollins is looking to leave the building. We see him backstage. And then behind, Batista attacks him and throws him into the, into all the crap backstage. Steel chair or whatever, Just beats him up. Not a good night for Seth Rollins at all, is it? Let's give Ezekiel Jackson a victory. Who's he beat? Santino. Who else? Turn Sanchez heel, make him sour puppy Sanchez. Yeah. Can we just fire him? Would you guys be mad if I fired Sweet Papi Sanchez? I feel like you would be. Bret Hart cut a promo on Drew McIntyre. Taunts McIntyre, just letting everyone know, hey, Tyson Kidd's the man. He's the real guy here. So, main event. Let's give The Miz a match. Let's have The Miz test himself. Let's test himself against... I want to see The Miz in a big match scenario. Let's give him a match against HBK. I don't think these guys have had a match. No, they haven't had a one-on-one. Surprisingly, The Miz hasn't worked with like our big top guys yet. So Shawn Michaels win. But I might try and keep The Miz look good, so I might make it flash pin for... Yeah, The Miz can take a walk. The Miz says, hey, this match is getting too hard for me. I'm going to take a walk. So, make that good. And... I might put Cena on commentary because that might continue the storyline and just have Cena scouting out his, you know, his tag partner Shawn Michaels just to keep an eye on him. Give Batista a match and have Rollins provide interference. Not this week because Rollins is currently in hospital, but maybe next week. Even next week would be a stretch. Have we covered everything we wanted to cover? We got the women's, yep. We're covering most things, yep. I'm liking this Rollins and Batista feud though, it's pretty fun. So 100 for the big segment, Austin is back. Austin, Cena, Triple H, Michaels. Nikki and Alicia was pretty crap, 54. Stephanie and Seth, 80, that's pretty good. Eve and Jillian, 56. Eve, 53, not bad. 75 for Beth Phoenix. Oh, wow, only 59 for the Rollins Batista. Oh, being a women's Raw. Well, what I thought I changed that. Ah, shit. Whoops. I thought I changed everything to do with that. Maybe the gender thing at the end I forgot to change. Well, that ruined that, didn't it? You are a moron, Brendan. Oh well. Bret Hart 83 and Miz and Michaels 93. Michaels only got 88. That's interesting. Michaels, low morale. Yeah, low locker room morale is really hurting. But still got an 93 rated match. 88 overall, you'll take that. Yeah, I messed up the Rollins thing. I'm a little annoyed about that. I forgot to switch the one thing. I switched everything else, but it didn't switch that one thing because I've never really used a women's segment before. So I forgot to switch that. So, yeah, fuck. That sucks. It's only an angle, though. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I mean, would it really have helped Rollins? Maybe. Ryback thinks he's ready to move up to the main roster. I don't know, Ryback. Are you ready to move up? Let's have a look at you. 60 brawl. Oh my god, Ryback, you are nowhere near ready to move up, my friend. Yes, Michaels is starting to decline. It's not good at all. Okay, Ryback, you've had a pretty decent improvement. But the thing is, you've improved from being abysmal to being just really shit. Basics, 66 to 70. Psychology, 60 to 69. It's okay. That's pretty good. Physical, no improvement really. Mic skills, no improvement. Menace, only 78. He's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. So I think you're going to stay there for a little bit longer, Ryback. Have Rollins get apart and beat down Batista. I'd rather keep them just separate and have Rollins deal with him on his own. That's the whole thing. The whole storyline is Seth Rollins is trying to prove to everyone that he can hang with a top guy like Batista. So if you brought in a partner, that would defeat the whole point of the storyline. It wouldn't work. You just ruin the whole storyline. Don West. I like Don West, but doesn't have the skills to be worthwhile bringing in. 64 color commentary. Charlie Haas, he's done really good work with Shelton, so we're going to keep him. Not for that long period of time. We'll give him another 6 months. 50 pop for Charlie. So he started at 53, so he's actually gone down. But he's back on the rise a little bit lately. 29 rating for Raw. What's wrong with Triple H now? Well, what is wrong with you, Triple H? God. What's wrong with Vince? Angry at something. Balls Mahoney. God, everyone's annoying, aren't they? I'm trying to pay everyone off, trying to give everyone money to keep them happy, and it's still not good enough for them. Nothing is making these people happy. I forgot to check. We did enter into a new month. I didn't realize. So let's have a look if there's any new workers who entered. New workers here. So what's this? Our most recent month was just June. Yay. Garrett Bischoff. Wow. That's exciting. 50 refereeing. Yep. Nope. Give Michaels one last title run. Yeah, tempting. Tempting. If I wasn't going all in on CM Punk, I probably would. Michaels probably does deserve one more title run, yeah. I hope he doesn't decline too much. He still did good in that match though, but maybe more tag matches is where he needs to be right now. Michaels, Triple H is up to 99 pop. Ooh, wow. That's Cena. It seems like people improved from that Austin segment. Cena, back to 95-ish. Thank goodness. Seth Rollins will be ruining from that botch segment. No, Seth's nearly at 60. If we get Seth to 60, that'd be really ideal. It's very tempting to have Seth Rollins get a shock win over Batista in a match. I know it's going to hurt Batista, but geez, it'd be tempting. It'd be a really nice storyline, wouldn't it? Batista keeps beating up Rollins over and over and over, but then Seth Rollins somehow pulls out this miraculous victory over Batista. It would be a nice storyline. Then afterwards, Batista could just beat the crap out of Rollins. Will Tyson win a singles title? Very unlikely. His only chance would be a tag title. But even then, he'd have to wait till we move our main event guys out of the division. Give Burchill a mocking gimmick? What's the mocking gimmick? Give Ray a push. He's in the tag match. He's getting a push. Is bragging rights today? No, it won't be today. But we're on the road to it. We're going to work towards it. So it's 2 more weeks away. So we'll do another ECW. Can you pair Finley and Hornswoggle like the old days? Okay. Oh, it's already paired. It's already a thing. Hornswoggle's already there. So we might have Kennedy beat up Finley this week. Let's do Matt Hardy and MVP. Oh, that's right, it's broken Matt Hardy. I keep forgetting that. Matt Hardy and MVP to start off ECW. Well, no script worked well from last week. We'll see how it works this week. Could give Rollins the out of the blue win, then have an angle where Batista hospitalizes Rollins again. Yes, exactly. Yes. Rhino, give him a victory. He can beat Tanaka. Actually, let's give Ryback a match. I want to see how Ryback is. He's got 40 pop. Ideally, I wouldn't want Ryback to lose, because if you're going to bring him in, you wouldn't mind him having a streak. But since it is a developmental guy, it doesn't really count. If he comes in for a quick little loss on TV, does it really matter? No. It's not his official debut. Who would you say is next in line for a Divas title shot? Who's the Divas champion? Beth Phoenix, is it? So, Melina. Had Mr. Kennedy cut a promo on Paul Heyman. Basically saying, hey, last week I outsmarted you or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter who you give me this week, I'm going to be able to beat him. So this week he gets Finlay. Much to Kennedy's surprise, I guess you could say. So Kennedy's a pretty good brawler, 74. That's actually a pretty good brawl. So we'll have Finlay and Kennedy. We'll give the victory to Kennedy in a wild brawl. And afterwards we might have Kennedy beat up Finlay. Just to send a message to Heyman. Saying basically, hey, this is the guy you picked out. Look what I'm doing to him. I'm going to add him to the storyline. Are you doing Brag Rights to stream? I'm just going to try and get as close as I can to it. It's currently 2 a.m. where I am right now. I'm probably running out of gas soon, so I might be able to do a couple more shows before I've had enough. Let's have Kofi cut a promo on Henry, just to basically say, hey, I'm thinking about trying to get that world title around my waist. Give Daniel Bryan a match. And Bryan can take on Mike Knox. And we might give Bryan the victory. Just not doing anything with Mike Knox. He's just a big dude who's, you know, whatever. And main event, we might take a risk and have Shelton Benjamin take on... Who's the better worker? I think Devon might be the better worker. I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'm going to try it. Let's take a risk. Let's see if these two can produce the goods. Devon might go for a brawl-based match. Wouldn't mind giving Devon the victory, because the Dudleys haven't been winning a lot, have they? They've kind of lost this feud. Might have tainted win. So let's see how that goes. But what we might do is have the Dudleys, they're fed up with Shelton and Charlie Haas, and they get some payback for cheating. Sup, Summer? Knox can potentially be very good for ECW. Please give him some wins. Yeah, but Bryan or Mike Knox? I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan's point. Mike Knox hasn't shown me enough. We have given him some wins. He's had 3. He's lost 8. But, you know, hasn't won any matches. He beat Justin Gabriel, actually. So, alrighty. MVP and Hardy, good start, 83. Rhino and Ryback. So Rhino 57, Ryback 41, and he has 40 popularity as it is. So he's performing about as good as his popularity, which is expected. So it's not bad. Main roster ready? Well, you could say that Del Rio and Gabriel and Becky Lynch probably weren't main roster ready, but we brought them up. So Ryback's probably on that level. Probably on that same level as Del Rio and whatever. His ring skills aren't amazing, but they're good enough, I guess. Mr. Kennedy, 78. Pretty good match with Finlay, 74. Okay. Kennedy, 75. That's good from Kennedy. That's good. So he's performing a little bit higher than his popularity. So that gives me hope that if we get his popularity to 80, he can perform consistently in the 80s, which is excellent. That's where we want him to be. Finlay, 53. And then 61 for the attack afterwards. Kofi promo, 92. That's a good promo from Kofi. Bryan and Knox, 71. Daniel Bryan, 68. Mike Knox, 59. That's why we give Bryan the win over Knox. But I tell you what, Mike Knox has 56 popularity. To get 59 in ring, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's worth thinking about. Maybe we shouldn't be having him lose all the time. Could he edit the finishes to match to the match? I can't be bothered going into specifics for every freaking match. Benjamin promo. I don't think this is going to go well, but let's hope it's in the 70s. 69. I knew it was a risk. Oh, they don't have chemistry. Okay. Well, there you go. 68 for the finish. But we still managed 77. Don't ask me how, but we still managed a good show. Alright. We'll take it. We'll take it. We will take it. Crystal Lashley. Nope. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Ryback. Any improvements? No, despite getting the TV time, didn't help him. Daniel Bryan got a good victory. How did he fare? Maybe not. No bump up, maybe? Mike Knox didn't bump down, so it didn't really matter in the end. MVP's going well, mid-70s. Mr. Kennedy had a good victory. Kind of Mr. Kennedy's night, wasn't it? He's getting a nice push at the moment, Kennedy. He's doing well. Finlay had a loss. Probably don't matter. Who cares? Who else? Broken Matt. Matt Hardy's doing quite well here on ECW. The 73 as well. So a few guys in that low 70 mark. Shelton Benjamin's also there, I believe. Yep. So a couple guys in that 73 mark that we need to break through, get towards 80. But at the moment, ECW's got a nice little roster accumulating here. It's going quite well. I'm happy. Happy with the progression. Get Emperor her name. Have we signed her? Oh, we do have her. Yeah, alright, I'll give her a proper W name. Happy? There you go. Anyone else? Anyone else we gotta fix up? Did we sign Peyton Royce? We got Billy Kay. Did we get the other one? Sweet Papi Sanchez. Has he got any other photos for us to use? Oh, just that one. Ah, man, we got to get the hat. The hat's The hat makes it all, doesn't it? Without the hat, it's just not the same. Might as well forget about it without the hat. Leo Krug can become Adam Rose. We'll keep him as Leo Krug, otherwise, let's be honest, let's fire the guy. Adam Rose was abysmal. I'm trying to forget that Adam Rose was ever a thing. Is Peyton Royce in the game? Yeah, she would be. I think, or close to it. I forget her proper name. Contracts. Really? Balls Mahoney wants a pay rise? Look at his match history. 51. Ugh. $25%. That's all I'm giving you. Pathetic. You're lucky I'm even giving you that. Should be giving you nothing. Call out Roman and have him beat CM Punk for the... Call out Roman and have him beat CM Punk for the W title in his first night. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Did you plan to do an ECW original stable once RVD is back? Raven is going to Raw though. Yeah, look, an ECW originals would be good. I definitely think we could do something like that. Bring back Sandman if we have to. Casey Cassidy, she's not in it at the moment. Cassie McIntyre. There you go. Cassie. No, she's not in it. No, she's not in it at all. Imports. She's not there either. Look at all my freaking mods I've got. It's ridiculous. I don't really want to... I don't want to really bring her in from 2018 because their stats are like way better than what they should be. Technically debuts in June 2011. Alright, so she's not even meant to be in yet. Alright, we'll leave it then. What's Roman and Dean's popularity? Has their development been? Alright, let's have a look. Dean Ambrose, 27, 30-ish popularity, it's all over the place. Popularity. He's seen a pretty good pop increase since coming here. That's good. Skill level. Brawling's improved. Hardcore. Oh, I think we bumped his hardcore up ourselves. Chain wrestling down to 43. I don't know. Did I change that? I don't know. Submissions 49. Aerial, slight improvement. Basics has gone down. Psychology's gone down. Selling's gone down. Oh god. Power's gone down. Is anything going up with this guy? Mic skill's gone up. God. Oh. Dean Ambrose is not looking good. Can we get some more positive news for the big dog? Popularity is improved because we gave him a match on TV. He's only had 5 matches, so it's hard to really improve with 5 matches. Brawling up to 42. Hardcore's good. Chain wrestling. Yeah, Reigns is improving quite a lot. Much better than Ambrose. At least he's going up. Basics 59, Psychology 55. So it's not quite ideal yet, but it's not too bad. It's getting there. Those are all good. Physical, he's very good. Mic skills and charisma, it's not really moving. But yeah, so not too bad from Reigns. Ambrose, not so much. Is Emma in the game? Boom, there she is. She was already in developmental when we got her. We got it. I lowered it? Okay. I did lower it. La Sombra is still really young. Andrade, yeah, Sombras. He's 20. He's really young still. Check AJ Lee. Yeah, righto. Let's have a flick through AJ Lee. 46 brawl up from 30. Hardcore 18 to 35. That's pretty good. Chain wrestling up to 46. Mat wrestling 63. Oh, that's a big bump. That's a big bump for mat wrestling. Submissions 28 to 46. Aerial, it's good. Flashiness 46 to 58. That's good. So good improvement. This is the issue though. Her basics is still 62. Psychology's going well up to 59. And the other stats are good too. Physically, no real improvement. Entertainment, mic skills 56 to 66. Acting's gone up a bit, so that's pretty solid. So she's on track, going okay, not too bad. She's the women's champion at the moment down there. Could be a potential call up as well. Yes, maybe next year, and the next, not the next one coming, maybe the one after. How's Paige? Paige is still very, very young, so still she's got a lot more developing to do. But you can see she's going up quite well in most areas. Physically, she's improving as well, which is good. It should be because of her age. Mic skills improving, so she's certainly getting up there. She's been improving a lot. Sign Tanahashi? Yeah, I'll just sign Tanahashi. Yeah, no worries. Gargano and Ciampa? Yeah, too soon for those guys. Could you try and get Kenny Omega? No, don't want him. And AJ Styles? Yeah, I would love to have AJ Styles. You know, let's have a look at him. The TNA Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, I would love to get AJ Styles. Just easy. With an average match rating of 89. God. 89, that's so good. It's Kurt Angle's. 89 as well. Oof. God, I would love to have Kurt Angle. He's only 41. Kurt could still go. Kurt would still be good. Look at these stats. 98, 95, 95. 95, 93. Could you imagine Kurt Angle, CM Punk? Kurt Angle, Cena. Yeah, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels again would be sick. Kurt Angle, Edge, Randy, Taker. Oh, man can dream. AJ, what's his stats? Kurt Angle kills AJ in the stats department. Obviously, AJ's got the age on his side, but jeez. Both guys are killing it. Let's have a look at Kurt Angle's contract. Where's it at? Oh, I need this man. 800 days. Oh. Yep. Can we just go like this a little bit? Change that just a little bit. Make it a little bit more realistic. I could get him in a year and a half. Still a long ass time though. Just be epic to have him back though. Not gonna happen, but it'd be epic. His Almas in the mob, we literally just checked it. Is Matt Sydal on a written or paper print still? Written deal. The son of a bitch left us. So what is he? Matt Sydal? I thought it was Matt Sydal. Literally left us for TNA. We were about to give him the man a push. Then he just left. We buried him a little bit before he left, thank God. How's he going in TNA? 6-6. Average of 79. That's pretty good, to be honest. He's having better matches in TNA. He's averaging 68 with us. So he's having better performances in TNA, to be honest. Is Dr. Wagner in the game? Yeah, he'd be in it. Let's have a look. I don't really want him, but there you go. Edit the contract so you can have him for Survivor Series. Let's be realistic about it. We're not gonna. That's too cheating. I don't know. We've already cheated a little bit. We lost a few guys to TNA, yeah, but we're not going to take Kurt Angle, AJ Styles from him that quick. You've been screwed by Brock. You need a plan B. What can you do? What do you do? What's plan B? What do you do with Brock? You bring him in now and do the match now for Money in the Bank? Can you reform the Major Brothers? Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. Boom, there you go. Done. Reformed. SmackDown. So what did we do last week? We did the Orton and Kane argument. So this week we might have Jericho. Jericho just chatting about their recent loss and what their future is. Bringing Jeff Hardy, not going to happen. Can't do it. He's under contract with TNA. Let's give Mickie James a match. Let's have her have a match. Not many heels right now, is there, on the women's side of things? How many we got? Just 3. Oof. That's not good at all, is it? What happened to the heels? Maybe we need Karma to come over to SmackDown instead of Raw. We haven't debuted Karma yet either. We will soon, but not yet. We haven't needed her yet. What else have we got? We can do... Katie Lee. Cut promo on Beth Phoenix. Just continue that on. Without a script? Sure. Actually, no, you can go script. I don't trust you. Let's have a look. Let's give Drew McIntyre a win just to boost up his confidence and momentum a little bit. Let's give him a win over Yoshi Tatsu. Since he's going to be involved in that match. And we have Drew cut a promo on Tyson Kidd. Everyone wants without a script. I don't know. I don't trust you guys to be able to produce the goods. So we might write an angle. So what I want to do is I want to have Edge. Edge and Christian. We want to do something there. I want to have like Edge warns Christian about the tag match, or Edge tries to offer advice. What do we do there? Edge suggests to reform the tag team. I don't know. Let's go. Worker warns another. I don't know. A worker warns another about a participant. So just basically he's warning them about his tag partners, saying don't trust them. You can't trust them in that match. It's basically just giving Christian a warning for the upcoming match at Bragging Rights. putting a bit of element of doubt into his mind. That can he trust them? Would I bring in TM61 at all? Too young. So Ray and Kane cannot be trusted. Edge should try to reform the tag team. He will. We're getting to that. Slowly building towards that. Paul London can have a match, and he can get... Let's give Ted DiBiase a win. Paul London can get destroyed by Ted. Ted can dominate him. Have London drop out a bit before he goes. What else we need to cover? Maurice and Kelly, should we do something with that? May as well, fill in some time. Kelly and Maurice can argue. Backstage, now we need a main event. We might have Edge versus Kane. Since we've kind of... Edge has said he can't trust... Kane can't be trusted. And what we might do is might have Kane get distracted by Christian as the finish. So Edge has kind of manipulated Christian to help him out and screws over Kane to help out Edge. Despite them not having the best relationship, Edge is trying to mend it, trying to offer some advice, and Christian screws over Kane a bit. And that should cover everything, I think. The only thing we didn't cover is the world title, so maybe Randy Orton, CM Punk. Just a quick vignette. Because there's not a lot to really cover this week. It's hard to do. When it's brand versus brand, it's hard. Because all you can really do is promos back and forth, so... That's all we really need to do on it this week. We'll give Randy the week off. Let him rest up. Big Show and Jericho, 100. Mickey and Angelina Love, pretty good. 74. Angelina Love, 57. She's certainly improving, Angelina. Katie Lee, 83. 70 for Drew and Yoshi Tatsu. 69 for Drew. 6 segments for the turn. It's not his strong suit. We kind of need him to turn. 85. His turn's not going to be successful because it's not his strong suit. Edge and Christian, 100 there. He can't be trusted. Paul London versus Ted DiBiase. 93 for the Orton and Punk hype video. Kelly Maurice. And Edge and Kane, 83. Okay, not bad. Edge, 91. Kane, 74. Christian distracts Kane. It's not an official turn, but he's very close. Probably turn him in bragging rights. So Christian comes out, and it's kind of like, oh, did he meant to distract Edge or distract Kane? He ends up distracting Kane after after Edge was basically stating some rumors that Kane doesn't trust Christian. Edge put some rumors in the head of Christian, and because of that, Edge basically manipulated him to help him win the match. So Edge, the ultimate opportunist, saw an opportunity, took the most of it, boom. Don West staying with TNA, so is Crystal Lashley. Thank God. I hope we didn't want him. At least someone's going to employ him. Nikki Bella's on the rise. Okay. Believe she's going to be a breakout star. Okay, it's not a bad call. Guess she ends up being a bit of a star. Chris Hero's a hot property. Well, he's hot property here in the WWE. He's not going anywhere. Any notable changes? What we kind of do? Edge maybe and Christian. Edge 89. He's probably gone up. Yeah, he's definitely gone up. Christian's on the rise. Kane. Kane's going well, 83. So that's good. That's good news. Yeah. Paul London with a loss. You know, we actually got Paul London to a decent position, but... And Ted DiBiase was the other one, wasn't it? 71. We need Ted to get up there a bit. He hasn't won a lot, has he? 4 wins, 10 losses. 5 wins, 16 losses overall. That's not good enough. Ted needs to win more. So we might have Ted start beating some more lower-end guys a bit more frequently, now that he's not really involved with Legacy as much for the time being. Pat Patterson has officially retired. So he's done. He's left the WWE. He's gone. So he's out of the business. So he's had enough. He's completely done. Finished. See you later. I'm going home. So we've lost Pat Patterson. Okay. Not a big loss, but not ideal. You don't want to lose Pat. Charlie Haas is sticking around. That's good to know. TNA won't steal him. Any other pieces of news? That's pretty much it. Nothing else there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty much done for the night. I think that's a nice spot to end off on. But we are building towards bragging rights, so we're going to get to bragging rights pretty soon. Next time I'll be streaming. Maybe I'll try and do another one throughout the week. I will be back streaming more though. I haven't streamed enough, but I will be streaming more regularly. So every weekend I'll be streaming a couple times of the weekend, but I'll try and do a couple during the week as well. I'll be doing more TNA over the next couple days. I'll get some more done. But I think I'm pretty much done for the night there, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it for me. And check out the video as well when it goes live on the channel, on the post stream. So give a like on that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for coming along. And I'll see you next time.